and he started like punching me like this. Like he avoided my face, but he like punching me like on the side of my head, and I was just like covering my face. And I saw a picture of him and Lori, like the same exact pose. I mean, the same exact pose that he took with me, and he did the same with Lori.
In a stunning courtroom revelation, Lori Harvey, model, entrepreneur, and Steve Harvey's daughter, has been implicated in Sean Diddy Combs' high-profile federal trial, shaking Hollywood to its core. Previously viewed as a glamorous figure in Diddy's orbit, unsealed court documents now cast her as a key player in an alleged criminal network involving money laundering, encrypted communications, and covert travel. Prosecutors point to private jet manifests and burner phone logs repeatedly naming Lori, linking her to operations designed to dodge law enforcement. A chilling message allegedly from her, stating, "Just tell me what to say if anything comes up. I'll keep it clean," has sparked intense debate. Was she a coerced pawn or a willing participant? Surveillance footage and offshore account records, coupled with testimony from a digital security expert about her access to secret rooms, suggests she played a significant role. Lori's absence from the courtroom only heightened speculation about her involvement. Did her polished persona serve as a perfect shield for Diddy's illicit activities? This video explores the controversial facets of her alleged role, uncovering a scandal that could dismantle reputations and reshape Hollywood's elite circles. From coded messages to clandestine jet trips, the evidence paints a complex picture of a star entangled in a dark empire. As the prosecution builds its case, the music and fashion industries watch anxiously, awaiting the truth that could redefine Lori's legacy. Was she a victim of manipulation or a savvy operative? The unfolding trial promises to unravel a saga that challenges perceptions of fame and power, leaving fans and critics questioning the cost of her proximity to Diddy's world. The federal trial of Sean Diddy Combs, already a media spectacle, took a dramatic turn when prosecutors implicated Lori Harvey, thrusting her into the spotlight of a sprawling criminal case. On June 22, 2025, Assistant U.S. Attorney Meredith Foster unveiled a compelling dossier tying Lori to the heart of Diddy's alleged illicit empire. Court documents revealed travel logs, encrypted communications, and financial transactions that positioned Lori as a central figure in operations. Prosecutors claim enabled money laundering and covert asset movements. A March 2024 private jet manifest listed Lori alongside Diddy's close associates, traveling to a Caribbean estate linked to offshore accounts. Witnesses labeled her a clean face, a celebrity whose fame and flawless reputation allowed her to operate unnoticed in elite circles. A former aide testified that Lori handled secretive bookings using aliases to mask her involvement, suggesting a role far beyond that of a bystander. The prosecution's case is stark. Lori's public image served as a perfect cover, letting her maneuver through high-stakes settings without raising alarms. Despite no charges being filed against her, the evidence's weight looms large, and her legal team's silence only fuels speculation. Social media exploded with reactions, splitting fans and skeptics. Some view Lori as a victim ensnared by Diddy's influence, while others doubt a woman of her acumen could be oblivious to such schemes. The revelation has reshaped Lori's carefully crafted persona, casting a long shadow over her legacy. As the trial unfolds, questions linger about her true role, witting accomplice or unwitting pawn. The dossier's details, from coded messages to clandestine travel, paint a picture of a star deeply entangled in a web of intrigue. Lori's association with Diddy's inner circle, once a mark of glamour, now threatens to unravel her reputation. The courtroom drama has not only intensified scrutiny on her actions, but it also sparked broader debates about celebrity and accountability, leaving the public grappling with the fallout of a scandal that could redefine Hollywood's untouchable elite. In a riveting twist in Sean Diddy Combs' federal trial, prosecutors unveiled a trove of encrypted messages and voice recordings that cast Lori Harvey as a key figure in his alleged criminal network. Among the most damning evidence are texts extracted from a confiscated device, including one where Lori allegedly wrote, "Tell me what to say if questions arise. I'll keep it clean." Another message outlined cryptic instructions for a financial transfer, employing coded language to elude detection. A voice recording labeled "unsettling" by a courtroom insider captured Lori orchestrating a private jet departure with precise orders to evade surveillance. Digital forensic experts testified that these exchanges, funneled through secure apps, reflect a calculated effort to bypass law enforcement scrutiny. The prosecution contends that Lori's adept use of these covert methods signals her active role, far beyond that of a bystander. Witnesses bolstered this narrative, with one asserting Lori participated in discussions about burner phones and encrypted email systems, indicating her deep involvement. Her defenders argue she may have been coerced, following directives under duress without grasping the full extent of the operations. However, the extensive nature of her communications, spanning months and utilizing multiple aliases, suggests a level of immersion that's hard to dismiss. The volume and sophistication of these exchanges paint a portrait of someone integral to Diddy's schemes, challenging her public image as a fashion mogul. The public is left wrestling with a perplexing question. How could a celebrated entrepreneur become so entangled in clandestine activities? The answer may lie in the intricate power dynamics of Diddy's inner circle, where influence and loyalty blur ethical lines. As these revelations unfold, they fuel intense debate, with fans divided between viewing Lori as a manipulated victim or a complicit operator. The courtroom evidence, from coded texts to covert recordings, underscores the complexity of her role, raising stakes in a scandal that threatens to redefine her legacy. As the trial probes deeper, the public awaits clarity on whether Lori was a pawn or a pivotal player in this shadowy enterprise. Private jet manifests have become a cornerstone in unraveling Lori Harvey's alleged involvement in Sean Diddy Combs' criminal enterprise. Court records expose her as a frequent traveler on flights linked to Diddy's operations, jetting to destinations like the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos, later tied to hidden offshore accounts. A March 2024 manifest places Lori alongside Diddy's former aide, Brendan Paul, arrested for cocaine possession that same day, raising eyebrows about the trip's true nature. Prosecutors assert these weren't lavish getaways, but calculated missions to enable illegal asset transfers. Handwritten logs introduced in court reveal Lori's role in arranging these flights, with directives to use cash payments and disable tracking systems. A witness testified that Lori's celebrity status was a tactical asset, her charm and fame disarming scrutiny at private airstrips. Surveillance footage from a Miami tarmac captures her boarding a plane mere hours before a significant financial transaction was recorded. The prosecution argues Lori's involvement went beyond logistics, alleging she secured villas and estates under pseudonyms to erase any traceable links. Her defenders insist she was merely a passenger, oblivious to the sinister motives behind the journeys. Yet, the precision of the records, detailing seat assignments and encrypted flight plans, points to a deeper engagement that's difficult to ignore. These meticulously documented travels suggest Lori was more than a bystander in Diddy's high-stakes world. As the trial progresses, the jet routes trace a scandal that stretches far beyond Hollywood's glamour, implicating elite circles in a web of intrigue. The public grapples with conflicting narratives. Was Lori a naive star caught in a powerful figure's orbit, or a savvy participant leveraging her allure? The courtroom evidence, from covert manifests to shadowy bookings, fuels debate about her true role. As prosecutors connect the dots, these flights map a path to revelations that could redefine Lori's legacy, casting a shadow over her once untouchable image and exposing the hidden costs of proximity to Diddy's empire. The financial undercurrents of Sean Diddy Combs' trial have exposed a labyrinth of offshore accounts and shell companies, with Lori Harvey's name shockingly linked to several transactions. Forensic accountants testified that her business accounts received funds from entities tied to Diddy's Bad Boy Entertainment, payments unrelated to her modeling or skincare ventures. A suspicious transfer originating from a Cayman Islands account and funneled through a shell entity named 207 Anderson LLC stands out as a focal point. Prosecutors allege these funds were part of a money laundering operation, with Lori's accounts serving as a conduit to legitimize illicit profits. A witness recounted a meeting where Lori reportedly discussed keeping the books clean, suggesting her awareness of the transaction's nature. Bank records presented to the jury showed a pattern of rapid deposits followed by cash withdrawals, reinforcing the prosecution's claims. They argue that Lori's legitimate business ventures provided a credible facade, making her a vital cog in masking these financial maneuvers. Her legal team has remained silent, though sources close to her maintain she was unaware of the fund's illicit origins. Critics, however, highlight her proven financial savvy demonstrated by her thriving brand, casting doubt on claims of ignorance. The prosecution underscores that her involvement was strategic, leveraging her entrepreneurial profile to deflect suspicion. These revelations have stunned fans who once viewed Lori as an inspiring figure, sparking widespread disillusionment. The financial ties now threaten to dismantle her hard-earned reputation as a businesswoman. As the conspiracy probe deepens, Lori's connections to Diddy's financial empire face intense scrutiny, with each uncovered transaction peeling back layers of a scandal that reaches elite circles. The public is divided, grappling with whether Lori was a knowing participant or an unwitting tool in a sophisticated scheme. The courtroom evidence, from cryptic transfers to shell company records, fuels a narrative that challenges her public persona. As the trial unfolds, these financial threads weave a complex tale, one that could either vindicate Lori or cement her role in a scandal poised to redefine her legacy in Hollywood's unforgiving spotlight. Surveillance footage from a Miami estate has emerged as pivotal evidence in the prosecution's case against Lori Harvey in Sean Diddy Combs' federal trial. Recorded hours after a major financial transfer in 2024, the video captures Lori entering Diddy's Star Island mansion, a property later raided by Homeland Security. A digital security expert testified that Lori possessed access codes to a tech-secure room absent from official blueprints, hinting at her involvement in clandestine activities. Prosecutors claim this hidden space housed encrypted devices and documents central to Diddy's alleged criminal network. Witnesses portrayed Lori as a trusted presence at the estate, frequently arriving after dark to confer with Diddy's inner circle. A former staff member alleged she supervised the deletion of digital records, ensuring no evidence remained. The prosecution asserts that Lori's access to restricted zones proves she was far more than a casual guest. She was crucial to preserving the operation's secrecy. Her supporters argue she was coerced into these roles, unaware of their true purpose. However, the deliberate precision of her actions, as seen on camera, suggests a deep familiarity with the mansion's inner workings. The footage has captivated the public, with social media users analyzing every frame for hidden clues. Lori's defenders insist she was manipulated by Diddy's influence, but the prosecution highlights her strategic movements as evidence of complicity. The Miami estate, once a symbol of opulence, now stands as a haunting backdrop to a scandal threatening Lori's reputation. As the trial delves deeper into the property's secrets, her documented presence raises unsettling questions about her proximity to the alleged heart of Diddy's empire. The combination of surveillance evidence and witness accounts paints a complex picture, fueling debates over whether Lori was a victim or a vital player. This high-stakes drama underscores the estate's role as a nexus of intrigue, with each revelation challenging Lori's public image as a glamorous entrepreneur. The unfolding case continues to grip Hollywood as the public awaits answers that could either exonerate Lori or cement her entanglement in one of the industry's most explosive controversies. In Sean Diddy Combs' federal trial, prosecutors have unveiled a disturbing tactic dubbed the clean face strategy, with Lori Harvey allegedly at its heart. Witnesses testified that Lori's impeccable public persona, shaped by her modeling success and high-profile romances, made her an ideal shield for Diddy's alleged criminal operations. Her ability to glide through elite circles without arousing suspicion enabled her to secure villas, organize travel, and attend meetings with financial intermediaries, all under the pretense of social outings. A former associate revealed that Lori was selected precisely because no one would question her celebrity status deflecting scrutiny. Court records highlight instances where she used her name to book private venues, later used for covert transactions. One witness described Lori's composed presence at a 2023 meeting discussing offshore transfer routes, her poised demeanor quelling any doubts. Prosecutors argue this was no accident. Lori's role was calculated, exploiting her fame to cloak Diddy's illicit dealings. Her defenders contend she was manipulated, her trust in Diddy twisted to serve his agenda. Yet the extensive documentation spanning logs, messages, and surveillance footage undermines claims of naivety, suggesting a deeper entanglement. The clean face concept has ignited a wider debate about the manipulation of celebrity, prompting fans to question whether Lori's polished exterior concealed a darker truth. Her frequent involvement in these secretive activities, as detailed in court, challenges the narrative of her as an unwitting participant. The prosecution's portrayal of Lori as a strategic asset in Diddy's empire has reshaped public perception, casting doubt on her glamorous image. As the trial probes this strategy, it exposes the vulnerabilities of fame in shielding illicit enterprises. Social media buzzes with divided opinions, with some seeing Lori as a victim of exploitation and others as a complicit figure leveraging her status. The unfolding scandal underscores how celebrity can be weaponized, leaving Lori's legacy at a crossroads. As evidence mounts, the clean face revelation serves as a stark reminder of the hidden complexities behind Hollywood's dazzling facade, with Lori's role at the center of a controversy that could redefine her place in the spotlight. In Sean Diddy Combs' federal trial, the use of burner phones and coded language has surfaced as compelling evidence implicating Lori Harvey in his alleged criminal activities. Prosecutors presented communications from disposable devices linked to Lori's number, revealing her involvement in secretive exchanges. A text displayed to the jury contained cryptic phrases like "keep the line clear" and "move the package quietly," which experts interpret as directives for financial or logistical maneuvers. A voice recording described as measured and deliberate captured Lori discussing backup plans for a transaction at risk of detection. Digital forensic analysts testified that these messages, routed through disposable phones, indicate a deliberate effort to avoid law enforcement scrutiny. Witnesses claimed Lori was trained to use these devices, with one alleging she received them directly from Diddy's chief of staff, Christina Koram. The prosecution argues that this sophistication underscores Lori's active participation in evading surveillance, far beyond a passive role. Her supporters counter that she may have been coerced, following orders without fully grasping their implications, possibly under pressure. However, the consistent pattern of her communications, spanning months and multiple devices, suggests a deeper engagement in Diddy's operations. A forensic expert noted that Lori's burner phone activity surged during critical financial transfers, aligning closely with alleged money laundering efforts. These revelations have shocked the public, prompting questions about how a celebrated fashion icon could be entwined in such clandestine tactics. The trial's exposure of this shadowy world of coded exchanges has intensified scrutiny on Lori's role, leaving her defenders and detractors divided. Was she a manipulated figure acting under duress, or a knowing participant in a sophisticated scheme? The courtroom evidence, from cryptic text to calculated voice recordings, fuels a contentious debate about her involvement. As the case unfolds, the public grapples with the stark contrast between Lori's glamorous persona and the covert activities tied to her name. This unfolding mystery, rooted in the intricate dynamics of Diddy's inner circle, threatens to redefine her legacy, casting a shadow over her status as a Hollywood star and entrepreneur in a scandal that continues to captivate and divide. Witness testimonies have proven crucial in linking Lori Harvey to Sean Diddy Combs' alleged criminal network, yet they also reveal the nuanced nature of her involvement. A former assistant testified that Lori managed bookings with strict orders to avoid digital traces using cash and pseudonyms to ensure anonymity. A digital security expert corroborated her access to restricted zones in Diddy's properties, portraying her as a trusted intermediary in sensitive operations. A financial analyst further tied her business accounts to questionable deposits from shell companies, suggesting she played a pivotal role in discreet financial maneuvers. These accounts depict Lori as a central figure, leveraging her celebrity to facilitate covert tasks. Contrarily, some witnesses offer a more lenient perspective, with one ex-employee claiming Lori was overwhelmed, swayed by Diddy's commanding presence and influence. With the defense yet to present counter-witnesses, Lori's story remains heavily shaped by the prosecution's narrative. Public opinion is split. Some view her as a cunning accomplice, while others see her as a coerced participant trapped in a powerful figure's web. The reliability of these witnesses faces intense scrutiny as Diddy's legal team questions potential biases or immunity agreements that may taint their statements. The courtroom drama amplifies the stakes, with each testimony peeling back layers of a scandal poised to reshape Lori's legacy. As the trial advances, these accounts craft a complex portrait, oscillating between condemnation and sympathy. Was Lori a calculated operative or a manipulated star ensnared by Diddy's charisma? The witnesses' conflicting narratives fuel a broader debate about accountability and influence in Hollywood's elite circles. Social media buzzes with speculation, reflecting the public's struggle to reconcile Lori's glamorous image with the allegations. The absence of defense testimony leaves her vulnerable to the prosecution's framing, intensifying curiosity about her true role. Each witness statement adds to a saga that threatens to redefine her as either a victim of circumstance or a key player in Diddy's alleged empire. As the legal battle unfolds, these testimonies remain a critical lens through which Lori's involvement and the cost of her proximity to power is judged, captivating audiences and challenging perceptions of fame. Despite compelling evidence in Sean "Diddy" Combs' federal trial, Lori Harvey remains uncharged, fueling widespread speculation about her role in the alleged conspiracy. Prosecutors have noted that her actions are under formal review within a broader investigation, hinting they may be constructing a case or using her as leverage against Diddy. Legal analysts suggest the absence of charges could reflect a lack of direct proof of criminal intent or a tactical focus on Diddy as the primary target. A witness testified that Lori's tasks, such as arranging travel and accessing secure rooms, were often presented as favors, potentially insulating her from legal accountability. Her supporters argue this supports claims of manipulation, asserting she was unaware of the full scope of Diddy's alleged enterprise. Yet, the prosecution's choice to highlight her in court documents underscores their belief in her significant involvement. The lack of charges does not signal exoneration, as the ongoing conspiracy probe could still implicate her if new evidence surfaces. Social media is rife with theories, ranging from accusations of favoritism due to her celebrity status to whispers of her cooperating with authorities. This uncertainty keeps Lori at the heart of public discourse, with fans and skeptics analyzing every trial development. The ambiguity surrounding her legal status amplifies debates about privilege and accountability in Hollywood's elite circles. Was Lori a pawn, manipulated by Diddy's influence, or a knowing participant in his schemes? The prosecution's evidence, from travel logs to encrypted communications, suggests a deeper role, yet her uncharged status leaves room for doubt. As the investigation expands, Lori's fate remains precarious, a stark reminder of how swiftly a star's reputation can falter under federal scrutiny. The public's fascination with her case grows, driven by conflicting narratives and the high stakes of the trial. Each new revelation in the conspiracy probe could shift the narrative, either clearing her name or drawing her further into the scandal. For now, Lori remains a polarizing figure, caught between the allure of her public image and the shadow of Diddy's alleged empire, with her legacy hanging in the balance as the courtroom drama unfolds. The allegations tying Lori Harvey to Sean "Diddy" Combs' federal trial have triggered a massive public backlash, jeopardizing her once polished reputation. Previously hailed as a fashion icon and savvy entrepreneur, Lori now faces a storm of controversy that threatens to dismantle her public image. Social media is awash with hashtags like #LoriExposed and #FreeLori, capturing the deep divide in public sentiment. Devoted fans, once inspired by her independence, express heartbreak, while critics accuse her of leveraging her fame for illicit purposes. Lori's silence and absence from the courtroom have only amplified the scrutiny, fueling speculation about her role. Brands tied to her, including her skincare line, are under pressure to cut ties, with some retailers discreetly removing her products from shelves. Industry insiders warn that her modeling career may face a long road to recovery if it survives at all. The scandal has sparked broader debates about privilege and accountability, with detractors questioning whether Lori's celebrity status has shielded her from legal consequences. Her supporters, however, argue she's been unfairly targeted, a young woman ensnared by Diddy's powerful influence. The fallout extends beyond Lori, casting a shadow over her family, notably Steve Harvey, whose silence has drawn sharp criticism. The music and fashion industries are reeling, grappling with the implications of a scandal that challenges perceptions of glamour and power. Lori's story serves as a stark warning of how swiftly fame can spiral into infamy. As the trial unfolds, its outcome will determine whether she can reclaim her narrative or remain forever tainted by these explosive allegations. The polarized reactions, ranging from sympathy to condemnation, highlight the complexity of her predicament. Was she a victim of manipulation or a complicit player in Diddy's alleged empire? The public's fascination with her downfall underscores the fragility of celebrity in the face of scandal. Each development in the case reshapes Lori's legacy, leaving fans and skeptics alike to ponder the true cost of her proximity to Diddy's world. This unfolding drama continues to captivate, serving as a cautionary tale about the perils of fame and the enduring weight of public judgment.